What's up guys, Ankr cryptocurrency has gone crazy over the last 24 hours and I'm going to show you exactly why this has happened. Look at the surge of volume, up 1400%, up against Bitcoin 41%, up against Ethereum 38%. So pretty wild ride we can see. Guys, if you're new here, make sure you subscribe to the channel. That will automatically enter you to my $200 giveaway. Just a way to say thank you to you lovely people. So we can see Ankr is now ranked 92. It's got its way back into the top 100 cryptocurrencies, which is really good. $469 million market cap. And it's been trading pretty sideways, not really doing anything for a long time. Even looking at the previous month, which has been a very slow. It's kind of uptrend. I suppose we haven't went through higher lows, high highs at the same time, but this is a massive implosion of volume right here. We've had some crazy stuff happen, so let's check it out. We can see Ankr receives a strategic investment from Binance Labs. So this is big. So this is a big investment in popular Web3 infrastructure provider, Ankr Protocol. Ankr is well-known Web3 infrastructure provider. So why is this big? Ankr is known for its continued support of the BNB chain by introducing BNB liquid staking, as well as building some of its core infrastructure. So there's some huge stuff going on right now, and let's check it out, shall we? So let's look. Binance Labs invests in Ankr. What does this mean? Why is it important? Why has the price gone crazy? So there was a big PR press release. According to a press release shared with Crypto Potato, Ankr has been the recipient of a strategic investment from Binance Labs. The specifics around the total amount invested remain undisclosed. So we don't know how much was invested, but we know a huge amount of volume has gone in. The proceeds will be used to double down on its RPC service while also building out its Web3 developer suite. This includes liquid staking DK, Web3 gaming SDK, as well as application chains as a service. Per the release, the protocol was receiving more than 7 billion blockchain requests per day across the 18 different blockchains that it hosts RPCs. So super bullish. I think this is great for the whole Ankr ecosystem, of course. Now the floor price has risen once again. Though I would also be careful because we are looking a little bit overbought on the RSIs over here. If we look at the relative strength index, I'm going to show you right now. You can see we're now back into the overbought territory. So even though it's amazing, let's just remain pragmatic, keep level-headed, because we do know we are still in a crypto bear market. I mean, look at all these tops that we've seen, and every single time we look at the price action, usually there is a downtrend following these overbought positions. So we had it right here, overbought. We see the downtrend. We're overbought right now. We're slightly correcting. Before we were overbought over here, and we saw that downtrend. So yeah, just stay kind of level-headed. Don't let these sort of euphoria and the thrill kind of make you FOMO in to what's happening at the moment in the markets, because I do think there's a lot of potential movement for a retracement here for Ankr. So in my opinion, what's good, what's really bullish, is that we did actually break through this resistance here, written in from the 23rd of June 2021 at 0.047. So it's nice to see that we have pumped through, but we have flipped this wick here, which was a support, into a resistance again from the 24th of February 2022. So now we're sort of fighting between this support region and this resistance region at $0.051. If we look at the fib retracement, come all the way up, you can see we're sitting between that 0.236 and that 0.382. So we've had a little bit of a pullback, slight correction. I'm sure we're extremely overextended on our Bollinger Bands. As you can see, we're all the way out at the top, which usually symbolizes a good position to go short. And another thing to consider is that we're really overextended on that 20-day moving average. Look at that. So effectively, you're kind of waiting now for the moving average to kind of catch up. And what you want is the price to stay sideways and do this, as opposed to the price sort of just, collapse straight back down to the 20-day moving average. So hopefully we do trade sideways here, and this is the new sort of floor price for Ankr for a little while following the massive investment. Of course, this is humongous news. 4-hour time frame, let's have a look. I've lost my RSI, I don't know where you've gone. So I can't get the RSI back. Sorry about that, guys. I've lost that. But anyhow, it just looks like, yeah, we are getting that pullback, as you can see. Hourly time frame, starting to get that rollover as well. Lower highs, higher lows. So maybe we're going to see a bit of a bounce here. I don't know. It looks a bit bearish in my opinion. We're getting the swing high, swing low, swing high. Lots of selling pressure as demonstrated by this long wick on top of the body of the candle. We're falling back through the 20-day moving average. Basically, in my opinion, I think we just got to hold this 0.047 in order to maintain price structure. Otherwise, we could see a bit of continuation to the downside right here. It does look very strong though. I mean, you can't say it doesn't. Retrospectively speaking, if we look at Ankr on the monthly time frame, I mean, this is the second consecutive green candle that we've seen now since the extreme fear phase from the Terra Luna FUD, the Black Swan event, like, you know, the Celsius and Voyager. But really, we are a long way from where we were historically. We were a very long way. In fact, we're still down 76%. And it's hard to say exactly where the price is going to go for Ankr in the short term. I think a good target for 2022 for Ankr, really, without getting too bullish, is just going off of the first Fibonacci extension level here at 0.067. I think if we can break through the resistance here and come back up to this level, there could be still a good opportunity for a long, maybe looking at 41% potential gains for the remainder of 2022. Very hard to say because we are in a huge macro downtrend. We can also look at the historical data here from the bear market. I mean, Ankr does move quickly when it moves. I mean, for example, this move offered 1.3k% as a 13x right there. And then from the next swing low to swing high, I mean, things just, you know, get crazy again. Check this out, 2000%. We saw that massive first wick off distribution. We saw a 300% there. So far from the bottom, we have seen a 155%. So some could argue maybe that is it. Maybe this is the swing higher and we're just going to go back into a downtrend. It's really hard to say right now of what's happening in the crypto markets, even though we had a really nice CPI report and the inflation slowing down in the USA is good for crypto. It's still very difficult to say what's going to happen. So Bitcoin did soar towards 24k. That's very nice. That's what we want to see happen. But again, very difficult to pinpoint these altcoins because they're so volatile. BLX chart, I mean, this is, in my opinion, actually the bottom for Bitcoin. That 17.5k level-ish, or 17.9k. In my opinion, that is the bottom. That is the bottom for this market cycle. We saw it over here, March 2020. COVID-19 crash, consolidation. We went into the orange phase. Saw the uptrend when we got close to the previous swing high in the red phase. And then bang, parabolic rally. And you see it every time. You see it every time. We find the bottom, at the bottom of the downtrend, you start trading sideways, you get to a similar level to the previous all-time high, you go into the parabolic rally. You saw it in 2011 as well. So I do think we're at the bottom. We had the Terra Luna Voyager Celsius FUD here, marks the bottom. Are we going to trade sideways for some time? I mean, it could take a whole year. It could be a long sort of sideways chopping, and then we go into the uptrend, leading to $100,000+ for Bitcoin. Not financial advice, of course. I'm just someone that makes YouTube videos, but this is the way I like to view the market. Just step back, zoom out, and appreciate what's happening on the charts from a historical data point of view, and use the mathematics to sort of help us, you know, sort of speculate what's going to happen next. Crypto bubbles, things are looking amazing. Ankr, one of the top performers, 48% up, Celsius up 96%, so I'm super bullish on a lot of these projects on the screen right now. Obviously this last week has offered huge gains for investors, so it was a great time to start buying at the beginning of August. The fear and greed in the market is also flipping. 42 at the moment, so we're getting back to market neutrality, where the market sentiment is not really fearful or greedy anymore, which is probably a good thing. It's going to reflect more of the true value of the bear market, value of cryptocurrency. And as for the rainbow chart, well, we're still sitting in a fire sale. So in my opinion, it's still a really nice time to start accumulating those cryptocurrencies and dollar cost average. Of course, you don't have to do what I'm doing. I'm just a guy that makes YouTube videos. But this is what I'm slowly doing over time, is buying those blue chip projects, putting my money into what I believe will grow in the next 5 to 10 years. So Ankr certainly has demonstrated some exciting price action, but I think we need to wait to see what happens following this Binance Labs strategic investment, because anything can happen. We can still collapse here. We've seen it with projects like Zalika, where they have some big news, they pump, and then they unfortunately dump afterwards. But this is the most volume we've had in a seriously long time. You know, we haven't seen volume like this since 2021. So this is a very big deal. A very big deal for Ankr. It's probably going to be one of the survivors of crypto, this project. Looking at the market cap, all-time high previously. Let's have a look. All-time high market cap was 1.43 billion. That doesn't seem like a lot at all. That's really low. 1.43 billion only. So obviously the supply had something to do with why the price was, so high at the time. Maybe there was less supply circulating. But either way, we're easily going to see Ankr maybe do a 10x from these levels, in my opinion. 400 million market cap now, imagine in the next crypto bull run. Anyway, see you soon, guys. Slap that subscribe button, come say hello in the Discord down below, check out the Telegram, check out the 100k, the 3k giveaways, and just make advantage of basically all the free stuff that I'm offering in the description below. Explore everything, come say hello to me. Any questions, find me in the Discord. I'll see you soon, guys.